Hey there. So last week on LinkedIn, it seemed that a lot of connections I have were all talking about the same thing or somehow bringing me to the same topic. And I took it as a sign from the universe that I should be sharing this today in my video. And it was all about imposter syndrome. And I'm definitely not an expert on imposter syndrome, but I do feel like I'm a survivor of imposter syndrome. As long as I can remember, as a little kid, I felt like I did never fit in. I felt like I was never good enough for various reasons, but I knew how to pretend like I felt good enough or like I fit in. And I did that my whole life. And I felt like maybe that's how everyone behaved, and that's what we were supposed to do, pretend like we fit in and pretend like we felt we were good enough. And it wasn't until about 3 years ago that it all came to a head for me. I had gained a really awesome promotion in my current business, and I had done it basically through grit and trying to prove I was good enough. Earned the promotion, didn't feel any different, and there was actually a big celebration in my honor because I'd earned this promotion, and people traveled to be a part of it. I had guest speakers come, and there was a celebration, and it lasted about 2 hours. And it was 2 hours of people talking about how awesome I was and how helpful I was and how talented and determined and what a servant leader I was. And the entire time I sat there with a fake smile plastered on my face, sick to my stomach, that not only had I tricked these people into thinking I was good enough and that I'd earned this promotion, but I'd also tricked them into thinking I was this awesome person that I wasn't. So not only was I pretending to fit in with them, I felt even worse that I was like sneaky and had flown under the radar to be one of them when I didn't belong at all. And so after that event, I actually started subconsciously making decisions to prove to them that I wasn't all the things I thought I was. And it wasn't until it started to affect my family life and my personal life that I really kind of gained some perspective on what I was doing. And so I've spent the last 3 years looking at why I feel that way, where that's coming from, and I like to say patching up those holes in my foundation. And now I've built myself up to a point where I do know I belong. There's nothing wrong with me. I do deserve the promotion that I got, and I deserve more. And I just wanted to reach out today and share that. So if anybody else is feeling like maybe you don't deserve what you have or that you are an imposter, that you can really stop and take a look at that, because if you don't get a handle on it, it's going to get worse and it can start affecting some really important things in your life. So I hope nobody's feeling that way, but if you are, don't be afraid to reach out to me and I can just explain what I did. And like I said, I'm not an expert, but I do feel like I've survived the whole imposter syndrome phenomenon.